Let's accept. You will skip any fear. Finish mission. Let's begin. Smart tradecraft. Part 6. Let's roll.
We've located the transports that are carrying the prisoners. And Charva's intel isn't exactly accurate. She told us they were going to be Tal Shiar ships, but they're Cardassian. Do you think they could be disguised?
Continue. Let's roll.
And lightly guarded? They have combat-ready escorts. We'll need to defeat the escorts and disable the transport vessels. Then we can board and start looking for my sister. I still think she could be on board, even though the escorts are Cardassian ships instead of Tal Shiar.
Continue. Yeah. Bam! Destroyer. 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 Bam! That's it. That's down with you. Trying to get out. That's good. That's it. Bam! Destroyer. Good. He's up. Bam! Destroyer. That's it. Bam! Bam! about to pull. Back. Stop. There. So yeah. Sorry for that. Let's do this. Uncool. Peace out. Fire. And then try it.
That's the last of them. An away team is waiting in the transporter room. We can board the first transport as soon as you're ready.
This is Dark Accessible Hunter. Recording a video with Star Trek on the ps4. Delta Liquid, Roman Republic, and Tornado Officer. We reach allias during the mission. Smash and grab. Part 6. Let's get on with it and let's rock it. So for that. Yeah. Smash and grab, that's it. I know you have been looking for Topan Sister Arena. I have managed to find out some more information about her. She was captured in the female system. She questioned, questioning questions, questions by the Tasha, and now they are moving her and other person to a penny colony in deep in romance. They will be using Cyprian deep in romance. They will be using Cyprian transport, directly that back through and style and passion. He will be on transport passage. Include, include, include Hanson's system. If you don't go now, you will never see us. I'm wasting my profession to tell you this tutorial. Don't make me regret my decision.
That's the last of them. An away team is waiting in the transporter room. We can board the first transport as soon as you're ready.
Stop that. Board the transport room. Haven't you had any other remember? No.
That's the last of them. An away team is waiting in the transporter room. We can board the first transport as soon as you're ready.
Ready. There's something blocking our scanners, scanners, which will be standing operating pros, pro, pros, proceed, procedure, procedure, or procedure for a vessel carrying business. We need to search the ship and then head to the bridge. Bah! Yeah, I want to continue to me. Bah! Bah! And your next forward. Those were. Those were being for business class. Let's head to the bridge.
There are faint life signs up ahead. One of them could be Rena. Let's check our fire.
know it.
Perhaps the Tal Shiar knew the Cardassians took this convoy and sent us here to fight them. No matter who survived, us or the True Way, either way, the Tal Shiar wins.
This makes sense. That's how the Tasha operates.
The Tal Shiar led us into a trap. Again. I'm tired of being lied to, being tricked.
Let's do this.
The self-destruct on this ship is still active. Let's set it before we beam over to the next one and look for Rena there. All we should leave behind is a cloud of debris, and then the Tal Shiar and the True Way will know the cost of crossing the Romulan Republic.
Wow, Topek, you're angry. Active the ship self-destruct. So, if you are ready to transport to the next vessel, we can move the array team directly to the starship which can massive yield sometime and it has. Bah! Picture are granted first.
This is interesting. There have been recent Tal Shiar patrols in the Hobus system, and they've been confronted by Reman ships. But these Remans weren't aligned with Obisek or the Remans working with the Republic. They served someone else. Hobus was ground zero for the supernova that destroyed the homeworld. If there are Remans there, they might know something about what happened.
The ship is a part of the conference being sent to fleet the arcade spectacle. The others are to ambush any human ship that you can overwhelm the arc and upgrading they could ignite.
There isn't any data on prisoners here. It's just cargo and soldiers. I don't understand why Charva would send us here. Was she trying to get us killed?
Who are your valuing as us need to pick out what this? This deceptive toxic is risky. You'll need to manage. Walk off.
father would lie about Brenna being on one of these ships. He used to be so close.
We can transfer gravity and the access to all the common internet. So I'm detecting energy behavior of higher of passing what appears to be another chemical hole. Recommend we investigate before we hit it.
More escort ships inbound on an attack vector.
Okay.
I provided the convoy's coordinates as a gesture of good faith. I remember how close Tovan was to his sister. Rina was my friend too. Although she's committed crimes against the Romulan Star Empire, I'm willing to give her and you another chance.
How could you lie to us again? Lead us into another trap. And you use Rena to do it. That's low, even for the Tal Shiar. She wasn't on those transports. It was all a setup, a deception intended to get us killed, and I'm not falling for it again. Give me a reason, any reason to believe the woman I cared about is still in you, that you can still be saved.
The Tal Shiar moves prisoners all the time. Sometimes it's for security reasons, or because Colonel Hakib wants to handle an interrogation personally. Maybe Rina has already been sent someplace else. I'll check my contacts and see what I can find. I'm trying to help. You can't deny that. Maybe now you'll see that all Tal Shiar aren't the monsters that Datan and his group make us out to be.
We should fall back to some sub-command and but the all that the convoy was successfully, successfully destroyed, but that winner is still missing. As what game that person that will take more time to understand. I'm ready to get out of here. We can use the system wherever you're ready. System.
We put word out that Tovan's sister is still missing. I'll let you know if we hear anything. Keep talking to Charva. It's clear now she's playing some sort of game. But we can get ahead of this if you and Tovan keep her distracted. Anything that will give us an upper hand with the Tal Shar will help our cause. Time is short. What do you need of me?
I've been quick as that nowadays.
If you want proof, then I'll provide it. I'm transmitting several classified Tal Shiar files to your ship now. Read through them, analyze them yourself, and then you'll see the truth. Detan and his kind are terrorists and a threat to the survival of the Romulan people. After that, I hope you'll reconsider your options. The Tal Shiar are trying to help the Romulan people, and you should be fighting for us. We've been fighting for you all this time.
Alright. If you want to accept. Yes, this is stuck. Yes, to this. Repeat generation. Allias. In the generation. Tradecraft. That'll be part 6 2. Let's get submitted. And let's rock.
If you want proof, then I'll provide it. I'm transmitting several classified Tal Shiar files to your ship now. Read through them, analyze them yourself, and then you'll see the truth. Detan and his kind are terrorists and a threat to the survival of the Romulan people. After that, I hope you'll reconsider your options. The Tal Shiar are trying to help the Romulan people, and you should be fighting for us. We've been fighting for you all this time.
Accept. With X and select to at the facility bridge. This is the starbase. I'm doing this whole part here. I say so that menu. Equip Tasha Pack Kappa. Wow, this is a lot. Anyway, this fact. all. Into the period intelligence path. Titans circle large number of kids into period, 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 by routing them to on monitor system. The gates were going to be carrying shift fast means to be used by inhabitants of period, 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 period. Titan is a terrorist organization. The Roman Republic has six with the construction of Marinette colony. During the constructions, this organized concentrating compound and rooms many colony struggles to the fact- patriot, patriotic, patriotic marking and the weapons case inside the repair factory. There was constantly ink the water. It became became mentioned. It became mentioned. Italy and the Roman Republic have allowed Sanifract, Sanif, Sanifans resources to communicate intelligence on the operation. Most this information is dated to operation, but politic, chemic. Can see.
Captain, we're getting two different stories here. One from Charva and one from these documents. Analysis of the files shows that either Charva is trying deliberately to mislead us, or that she's being misled herself. Since she seems to firmly believe what she's telling us, I'm not completely comfortable disregarding her information out of hand. I recommend that we speak to Commander Talmera on Drozana Station. She has contacts in the intelligence community that we don't. She should be able to either confirm or deny our findings.
Continue. Bishop and Terry and head to go to the sister. Going to confirm. After this, that's the side ending it. I will be in the next mission in that job and 303. The space mission, tradecraft, past 62, just get connected, and let's rock it. Going to the US.
shore leave, and a few things that you didn't even know you wanted. Shopping, drinking, dining, entertainment. You'll find it all here. And don't forget the 77th rule of acquisition. If you break it...
Let's hurry up. Because on the complete. But let's start. Wow, what happened? Let's go and meet Fancy Man. And this is where she is.
Was there something you needed?
Can I get your operation and some data files?
TLCR files. I'm sure there's a good story behind how you came into possession of these. Let's see what you have.
Here are the files. What
sort
do
of
you think?
information do you need? Personally, I'd regard anything given to you by a Tal-Shiar operative with suspicion. They are masters of misinformation and misdirection.
I need to fact check these documents. Some of information in them doesn't
We can do
have.
that. Show me what you have and what parts of them are troubling you. I've seen some interesting works of fiction, but nothing that compares to this. Deton and Lortrix working together on a Riemann mining colony? I don't think so. Can you see Deton in a dilithium mine? And Lortrix was storing weapons for Deton? Why? There have to be better places we can stash supplies than in an enemy colony. And this section about Deton working with Starfleet to target colonies for terrorist attacks is ridiculous. Neither Deton or the Federation would do such a thing. I'm detecting that sections of the file have been altered. That's probably why it reads like a bad spy story.
It didn't make sense to me
According to my records, Deton was in contact with Starfleet, but he was talking to them about which colonies needed agricultural aid. And there were weapons on Chaltop, as you well know. But not only were they making weapons for the Hirogen, they were targeting Romulan militia targets, including the flotilla. Now, I didn't realize that Lortrix and Deton knew each other, but apparently they do. They interacted once during negotiations during a workers' strike at a Riemann mining facility. It's funny how people from such different worlds and outlooks can interact.
Can you cause weapons back with our intelligence?
Deton was talking to the Federation about colonies near our borders, but it wasn't to target them for attack. It was to discern which ones had the greatest need for agricultural assistance. A lot of the newer colonies are having a rough time trying to establish themselves. Deton believes that the more prosperous colonies have a responsibility to help support others. That's why he was talking to the Federation. He was asking if they would be willing to assist as well. Unfortunately, once the rumor of terrorist attacks entered the mix, the Federation Council broke off aid talks. And I'm not surprised that Lortrix was aiming weapons at our targets, although I don't think he was doing so at the request of the Hirogen. The Tal-Shiar has a way of getting into everything, and we know that they were monitoring that colony. The Tal-Shiar operative could have manipulated Lortrix into aiming some of the weapons at Romulan Republic targets. If they were fired, then we'd lose big, and a neutral colony would be blamed for the attack. Also, I think it was a coincidence that Deton and Lortrix were acquainted. Lortrix once worked for the Riemann Mining Cooperative, but he wasn't exactly a model employee. In fact, he was one of the leaders of a strike that turned violent. The Riemanns brought in a group of negotiators to help end the crisis. Deton was one of the people they invited. He helped negotiate a settlement, and Lortrix was one of the representatives of the workers during those negotiations. I doubt they've ever spoken to one another again once the strike ended.
What do you make of?
I think the Tal Shiar are conducting quite an effective smear campaign against Titan and our movement. It's our responsibility to see through their deceptions.
Can I show you
We can do
another
that.
file?
Show me what you have and what. I'm detecting several abnormalities in this file. It looks like portions of it have been altered. We should corroborate these reports in order to determine which facts are actually true and which are Tal Shiar fabrications.
I don't know what.
Here's what we know and can confirm from our files. Titan did smuggle crates to Viranot before the attack on your colony, but they were carrying ship parts, not weapons. And he did more to help the colony without drawing excess attention. It was our group that helped your people get the water reclamation equipment they needed to support a healthy population. And yes, we spent a great deal of time and money gathering information about both the Federation and the Klingon Empire. But we're not planning an attack. Why would we? Instead, we're gathering all the intel we can about the political climates of both factions.
And you cause weapons to find with your intent to go back
Titan
and
has been working with colony leaders for years, including the Maori and others at Viranot. However, since the Empress and the Tal Shiar often retaliate against people who are friendly to our movement, in the past, we've tried to keep those contacts as quiet as possible. Your colony had some talented engineers who were willing to help flotilla ships. Titan provided crates full of ship parts, smuggled from other friendly settlements. Your engineers repaired Allied ships who needed help. But Titan is a man of peace. I can't ever see him wanting to smuggle weapons, especially not to a civilian site. Of course, because the people at Viranot risked their safety to help our ships, Titan helped them in return. One of the ways the Tal Shiar keeps control over colony worlds is by denying or diverting needed supplies. Before the attack, Viranot's population had outgrown its water treatment capabilities. They tried to acquire another water filtration unit, but were blocked by lost shipments, denied paperwork, and other bureaucratic hassles. It could have meant disease and deprivation for your people. So the Maori reached out to Titan. He provided the water reclamation equipment Viranot needed, and even helped the colonists conceal it so it couldn't be damaged in a convenient accident. And yes, we do spend a great deal of time and effort gathering intel on both Starfleet and Klingon Empire, but we're not studying their defenses. We're learning about their political climates. Our relationships with the Klingons and Starfleet are still very fragile. They're being strengthened by people like you. But a shift in attitudes on the High Council or the Federation Council could mean disaster for us. The more we know about what's happening, the better we can react to it. I'm not saying that Titan is a complete innocent. None of us are. The political information could be used to sway decisions in our favor. The ship part and water reclamation equipment were smuggled illegally. But you have to look at the intent behind Titan's actions. He's trying to help people, not tear them down. We can do that. Show. Huh. I didn't realize that the Tal Shiar had transferred prisoners to the Kinkuthanza system penal colony. Probably because there isn't a penal colony in the Kinkuthanza system. That's not the only discrepancy I'm detecting in this file. There's distinct signs of tampering. We need to figure out what they altered, and why. Here's what I know. Most Tal Shiar prisoners fall off the grid completely. We don't know where they're taken, or what's being done to them, and that troubles Titan a great deal. We have, however, heard of a Tal Shiar facility called Installation 18 that appears to be a holding facility. Some prisoners would likely be taken there. As far as I know, your friend's sister has never been in the Theban system, much less been captured there. We did lose a militia ship there a few weeks ago, and one of my agents, Sub-Commander Avron, is still in Tal Shiar custody. Avron was trying to steal supplies from a Tal Shiar convoy when he was captured. It was risky, but they had critical supplies we couldn't get any other way. We don't know what the Tal Shiar is doing with their prisoners, but a lot more people are missing than we can account for. We have, however, found several references to a place called Installation 18. We're still tracking down where this facility is and what they're doing there, but we know the prisoners are taken there for an unknown purpose. Rina Kev hasn't shown up on any of our lists of the missing, but I have found references to someone with that name being a crew member on a cargo transport. As far as I know, the ship she was working on has never been to the Theban system. But if your friend can't find her, I'd be concerned. The Tal Shiar has a nasty habit of making people disappear. We did lose a ship in the Theban system recently, a small scout vessel. Its commander was one of my agents, and we have confirmed that Sub-Commander Avron is being held in Tal Shiar custody. Sub-Commander Avron was there doing reconnaissance for me. Tal Shiar convoys pass through that region of space, and there was one convoy that had vital supplies we need. The plan was a long shot at best, but Avron knew the risks when he took the assignment. Now that Avron is in custody and the convoy has made it safely to its destination, all we can do is try to figure out how to soldier on without the components that were in those ships.
What do you make up for?
Did Tatan know about the plan to attack a Tal Shiar convoy? Yes. Does that make us criminals and terrorists? That's something you're going to have to decide for yourself. We can do that. We're fighting for our independence and the future of the Romulan race. We're short on supplies and allies and beset by enemies that see nothing wrong with murder, torture, and kidnapping. And they call us the terrorists. We've had to make some difficult decisions. Some of them have led us down roads that none of us wanted to take. But nothing we've done is anything as terrible as what the Tal Shiar is accusing Datan of doing. There are no innocents in the war, and that includes Datan. At least his motivations are clear, and I can't see what the Tal Shiar has to gain by framing him for these crimes.
Thank you for your
Captain,
help.
Jarva's convinced that these files are genuine. She wouldn't be pushing us this hard otherwise. We need to sit down and show her the discrepancies we've discovered, preferably in front of the Tal Shiar computer, so we can open her eyes to the truth. If we contact her and say we're ready to join the Tal Shiar, but we need to discuss these files first, maybe she'll take us somewhere where we can prove to her that she's been lied to. There's a...
Oh God.
I wasn't expecting to hear from you so soon. Are you ready to join the Tal Shiar?
I'm ready to join you and
I take it that everything I provided checked out to your satisfaction?
First, you must want to go over the data you sent and the answer. Like this is anyway.
That's a fair request. The Tal Shiar maintains a clandestine network of satellites throughout the quadrant. There's a listening post that's part of this network in the Aja system. It's near your current position and off the trade routes, so we should be able to meet privately. It's also connected to the rest of the Tal Shiar network, so we can go over the data in detail. I'm glad you've seen the light. You're joining the right side.
I will see you there. After before you leave the research contact Commander Tema. You must have the government for the address.
Was there something you needed?
Do you know about the
This
asset
remote
system?
has little strategic value. If you're planning some shore leave after this is over, I'd suggest you go to Ryza instead.
So the
I
asset
can tell
system.
you, you're probably flying into a trap. The Tal Shiar invests a great deal of time and effort to spin a web of lies. They don't look favorably on people who try to expose them for what they are. If you're going to go, at least take some backup.
Can you contact the TTF and just organize that for
That
me?
won't be too difficult. You've made a lot of friends. Send out a subspace burst if you need some assistance in the AZA system. They'll be waiting for your signal.
If you run into any roadblock, talk to Titan. He's profile himself to be a virtual ally. Let's return to the ship and let's head to that path. I'm still running up to this right now. Let's depart the system. I shall record this as this next one. Because I need to be. And now the battle. Okay, our first session is on. This is the end of this video. Been startrek on the ps4, Sector Recruit, Roman Republic, and Chennai. Hope you continue the destination in the next video. Or soon, tradecraft, part 6, part 2. I will see you in the next one. Peace out, just rock it, and remember to subscribe and touch the like button. In 3, 2, 1, that's right, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out, just rock it. Let's stop this recording now.